makeup tutorial in so long. My hair looks crazy, but I didn't want to do it before because I want to like wrap up the whole look with my hair. I'm putting on some 8-hour cream to prime my lips, like prep my lips for when we're done. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm Nicole Khumalo, welcome. I hope you stick around and enjoy some more of my videos. Today's video is a different one. I haven't filmed a makeup tutorial in years, but I mentioned at the beginning of this year that I would do a couple makeup tutorials, and it's July and I've done 0. That's 3. 0. 0 makeup tutorials. So it's a little late, but I figured I did have people. So there were people who were asking for these makeup tutorials like from the beginning of the year when I said, okay, I'll do them. So I decided, you know what, let me just film one and then I will post it on Saturdays. So makeup tutorials will generally go up on Saturdays. I don't know how many of them I'm gonna do, but I will be filming, fingers crossed, I will be filming more makeup tutorials. Yeah, and that's just like an extra, like there were people who asked, and so for those people, this is for them, this is for you. Most of my pictures, 95% of the time, I do the same makeup routine. I have the same makeup look in my pictures. There are those few that are like different, but that's normally if I'm tweaking my makeup routine or makeup look for a specific outfit or event, occasion, stuff like that. But for the most part, every time you see me with makeup on, the makeup routine is the same. The eye makeup is relatively similar. I use like 2 eyeshadow shades. So I'm gonna show you the makeup routine that I always do all the time. The only thing I switch up is the lashes, but that's also very rarely. I'll show you the lashes that I always wear, and those are the ones I'll put on for this tutorial. Yeah, so anytime you see me with makeup on, this is the look that I probably have on. Maybe the eyeshadow has been tweaked here and there. I typically stick to matte eyeshadow looks. I just like them a little bit better, especially with the lashes, then it doesn't like get onto the lash. But I will show you everything that I do, and then from this point on, so after this video goes up, this will be like the base video. So I'm not just going to show you my base, but this will be like the standard look that I always do. And after this video, I will show like different looks in terms of eye makeup. My base typically stays the same unless it's like for like, the only time I ever changed my base is when I was doing makeup for my graduation, because I really wanted that to like look different. Yeah, that was a long intro. I don't know how much closer to bring you in, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we do this more often. But like I said, I didn't do my hair because I want to kind of do it at the end, show you how I do that and how I tie the look together. Without any further ado, let's get into this makeup tutorial. Okay, I'm gonna do a lot of talking in this video because I'm gonna tell you what I do, what I typically do. Like, I'm gonna talk through this video, so it's gonna be more on the educational side, whereas normally in my vlogs I just kind of do my makeup and then you just have to follow along. This one's gonna be more like talky. Okay, first things first, these are my makeup brushes. There's quite a lot of them. You do not need this many makeup brushes. I'm pretty sure my mom gets by with like 12 maybe. It's a lot. I recently bought more makeup brushes this year because I wanted more eye makeup brushes. But yeah, I have 2 containers for my makeup because of my makeup brushes, because there's so many. When I do my makeup, I start with my brows. That just works for me. And I use this Makeup Revolution soap brow. I have the Makeup Revolution Precise Brow Pencil. I use the color dark brown. Run it through. I'm sure you know how to use a soap brow thing, but I've seen a lot of people use a lot of different things. You don't need like a soap brow product from a brand. You don't need one of these. I know Essence has one. My mom uses an essence one. So I'll just go in with the product and I will comb my brow hairs up, and then I'll just kind of like lay them down along the edges, and then I'll go back in. I normally use my finger just like this, but you can use a Q-tip. I go over to like make sure none of it is on my skin, because otherwise it'll interfere with my base. That's how I fill them in, and then to carve them out, I use this concealer. This is the Essence Camouflage Concealer. This is the concealer I use on my whole face. This is my favorite concealer currently. It is super full coverage. They say it is waterproof and can cover tattoos, so that's how full coverage it is. This is in the color Golden Toffee, but when I'm concealing my face, I use a different color. I normally use a different color when I do this as well, but this is the one I pulled out now, and this is fine as well. I just put some on my lid like that, and then I use an angled brush, but really you can use whatever brush you have, and I just carve out the bottom of my brow. I used to carve out bottom and the top, but I don't do that anymore. The only time I did that this year was for my, not this year, last year. The only time I did that was for my graduation last year. I really wanted that like glam look. This just gives a more natural look. You can totally carve out the top if that's your vibe. I just put the concealer on my lid now, and I'm gonna take a little brush and just like pat it on more evenly.
Baby.
Hi, baby.
Back.
But Duffy.
Magitila.
Mama.
That's what when she had half face beat on. What is she doing?
Oh, Minions. Minions.
So are you doing a tutorial, Wawa?
I am.
So can we be in it?
You can. Do you want to say? Do you want to say hi?
I am back.
Say hi, vlog.
I'm back.
Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Say hi, Naima. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so sorry about that. I just set it with my face powder. This is Classic Tan by LA Girl. I do think it's slightly too dark for me, but it works. I use the Sephora eyeshadow palette. I got this when I was traveling, but you can find, I have eyeshadow palettes from Chinatown. They have the same or similar colors, but if you look at this palette, I got it because it has so many shimmers. So all of it is shimmers except for this one row, and I didn't have like shimmers in this color tone, which is my favorite kind of color situation here. And then there's some darker ones at the bottom, but like these are my colors. I love these colors. I didn't have shimmers for all of these colors, so I picked this up for the shimmers. But as you can see, I've hit pan on these two eyeshadow colors, those are the two I wear. Typically go in with this one first, and then I do this one just to kind of add a little bit more depth. But that's my whole eye look. I keep it very simple because I do eyeliner afterwards. So I'm going in first with this color here. It's like a pink, like a dusty pink matte eyeshadow. Outer corner, pulling it up towards the brow bone, and then I just kind of work it out here. And then now I'm going to take the brown underneath that. This one, it's almost finished. I will have to find a different eyeshadow palette, but I do have a eyeshadow palette from Morphe that has like oranges and browns, so I can always just use that. I have enough eyeshadow palettes actually. My goal should be to work through them. I'm gonna keep that color a little tighter on the lid, so I'm not gonna work it up to my brow bone. I'm just gonna blend it out, keeping it on the lid. And then for my winged liner, I always use this pen by Essence. This is 24-hour something ink, Ever ink liner. That's the line I use. I typically do a half wing, so I start the liner like maybe 2/3 of the way in, around there, and then I just pull it out. So I never go like I never draw a full line from the inner corner. That's just how I've been doing it for a couple of years now, actually. I'm gonna take my Neutrogena micellar water, dip my Q-tip in that, take that and just kind of like remove the eyeshadow along the edge. Sometimes I don't even do this. I'll just cover that with foundation, and that's fine. We're almost done with the eyes. I go in with my Call Me Queen mascara from Essence. I'm always using an Essence mascara because they work and they're affordable. After mascara, I go in with my lashes. This is my lash tray. I got this tray from Shein, and these are the lashes that I'm wearing 95% of the time. This is what they look like. I don't know if you can see. They're very wispy, longer at the ends, but not too much volume. And then I use other lashes, and when I use those, I just kind of stick them on the front here because you can wear them more than once. The lash glue that I use is the Ardell lash strip glue, this white bottle. While I wait for those to dry a little bit, I like to prime my face. I have this hyaluronic acid serum primer. I could use that, but I typically just go in with my Weleda Skin Food. I've already prepped my face. I've done my skincare. So my face, I would typically just go in with the foundation, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I do. Pop it on in the middle. Foundation, I use a skin tint. This is the Maybelline Superstay 72 hour 24. Maybelline Superstay 24 hour skin tint. This skin tint is my favorite base ever since I found it. I get so many compliments on, people ask what foundation I use, and I tell them it's this skin tint from Maybelline. Then I go in with a flat dense brush. This one is dirty because I used it on Sunday, but yeah, you can tap it in. I typically just like drag it down like this. This color, this tint is in the color 60. I think it's called caramel. I could be wrong though. But recently, as you can see my skin there, and you can see my skin and the tint. It is dark, and as you can see when I blend it out, it kind of oxidizes slightly. So that's how it looked out of the bottle, but as I blend it in, it just kind of gets darker a little bit. There you can see it happening. That's why I go in with a lighter concealer to even things out again. The concealer that I use is the same one that I used before, but this is the color Warm Toast. I could try to give you a side by side, but you can't really tell the difference that well when they're in the tube. Or maybe you can. This one's more yellow but lighter, and then this one's more cool tone. So this is the warm tone, cool tone. The cool tone one, I put more of that one on because it's just not as bright as the warm tone one. Try to get a straight line, but sometimes it doesn't work out. And then I'll take the warm tone one, and you'll see it on my face, the difference, I think. See how much lighter that one is? It's definitely more bright than the cool tone one. Has like a slightly pink undertone. Then I just let it sit. I go in with the Wet n Wild, I think this is a tint foundation in the color Maroon. That's what it looks like. It's the perfect warm tone bronzing color for me. Take that on a small dense brush, swirl in here, and then just kind of apply that to like the natural shadows on my face. This is more bronzing. I will add like a dark cool tone dimension with the contour powder, but I typically just bronze my face. Add warmth to it. So that's how I apply my bronzer, and then I'll take a like smaller angled brush and I will bronze my nose. After I apply the bronzer, then I blend in the concealer. I'm just using an angled flat brush like this. I don't know, there we go. Do you see? This kind of like gives like a spotlight highlight to the forehead, and I'll blend that into the bronzer that we just put down. The concealer under my eye. So I'll work that up the side of my nose to kind of slim out that bronzer, and then work the rest under my eye. difference, and I've brought back my natural skin color. This is the bronzer brush. I'm just blending. I'm using this Almay loose powder. It's in the color, I don't know, it says Smart Shade. Loose finishing powder. I don't know what color this is, but this is how it looks. It is lighter than my face. I typically rub the powder into my skin. Always make sure that I don't have any product settling there, and then I'll go in with the powder. Same on the other side. I use a triangle powder brush, rub off some of that powder, and then I set. This works for me, gives me a nice seamless, flawless looking base. I use cream blush and powder brush. I love blush. This is the Palladio 2-in-1 cheek and lip tint. This color is Sweetheart. I'm pretty sure they have new packaging on their cream blushes. I think I saw it at Discam. Typically you want to do this before you set your under eyes, because where you place the, or rather typically I want to do this before I set my under eyes, because where I place the powder is in the direction or in the area where I put my cream blush. But sometimes, just like today, I forget, and I'll just go over. But like if I've already set everything on my face, then I just do powder blush. And then I'll go back in with my loose powder and set the areas where I put concealer. So my forehead, chin. I would go in here, even though I didn't put a concealer there. Sometimes I'll put a little bit, but sometimes the line is just too stark for me. Like the shadow that I create, it's just too intense sometimes, so I don't do it all the time. For contour, I use this Contour and Glow palette. I got this at Mr. Price. I am in the market for a bronzing powder. I haven't found one, so you can see this was my favorite color. It was a warm tone, so it complemented this bronzer really nicely. This is a very dark cool tone contour, which is what contour is about, creating shadows. So it would be dark and cool tone. I think I just prefer blush. I prefer bronzer than I do contour, but because I'm out of the bronzer, I'll just use this. For powder blush, this is my absolute favorite. It's the Essence Blush Up Duo Blush Powder. These are the colors. It's absolutely gorgeous, my absolute favorite. And this is what I use on top of the blush. I just go in the middle, kind of blend those two colors together. I'm gonna finish off my eyes. I'm gonna go in with the same pinky color and the darker brown that's almost finished. And I just run that on the bottom along my lash line. Just keep that color like 2/3 of the way. I've always just left my eyes like this. I only recently started putting a black like kaujal liner in my lid, or like along my waterline. But before, like 2 weeks ago, I only started 2 weeks ago to put the contour liner in. But this is how I used to wear my makeup, so it gives like a nice opened-eyed look. So I'm going to leave it like this for this video because I only recently started putting black liner in my waterline. So we're going to go in with the same mascara. For highlighter, I use the Wet n Wild highlighter powder. This is in the color Precious Petals. This is called the Mega Glow highlighter. I actually have a new one, but I want to finish this one. I've hit pan on it already. Same face powder that I use to set my eyes. I'm just going to go in with a big fluffy dense brush and set my entire face. So that's how my face looks with everything kind of set in place. Everything kind of blends together really nicely. And then I set this. Typically I'll go in with a makeup setting spray. This is the one from W Beauty. I just ran out, you can hear that. But I will rehydrate my makeup basically with this, and then I'll wait for it to dry. And then if necessary, so like if it's a really extremely hot day or I want my makeup not to transfer at all, then I'll go in with my Crayolan makeup setting spray. Like, that's professional makeup setting spray though. L'Oreal also has a 32-hour setting spray, like in a small little red bottle. You can use that as well. I'm gonna use this for today because I'm not really keeping this makeup on for any reason other than to show you. So we're gonna use this. I think it's finished though, so it might not come out as nicely. Okay, that wasn't bad, but I need to get a new one, and every time I'm at the mall I completely forget about it. It's bronzed on the perimeter, and then like there's highlights in areas. You can intensify the highlights more or the shadows more depending on what you like. This is what I like. This is how I wear my makeup 97% of the time probably. I just switch up the lashes and the eye look sometimes, but the base is the same. So this is the finished look. I really like it. It's really timeless. Okay, lip. I always do a liner, like a matte lipstick, and then a gloss. I'm using this brown lip liner. I do have a darker brown, but I find that I prefer this one. I'm also looking for a matte lipstick that isn't as pink as the one that I normally use. I'm gonna use the one that I normally use because that's what I have. This is the Makeup Revolution matte liquid lipstick in the color Piece of Cake. We're doing everything exactly the way I normally wear it. You can definitely leave it like this and wear it like this, but I love a glossy lip. I normally use the cranberry lip oil from Essence. I know that's not available anymore, so I recently started using the lip plumping lip gloss from Essence. The Extreme Shine lip gloss from Essence. This one is in the shade Sweet Dreams. It's got glitter specks in it. I always add a gloss to mine. I just love a glossy lip. Like, it's so pretty. yeah, this is the finished makeup look. My battery's flashing, so I don't know how much I can show you for my hair, but I'm gonna do my hair quickly and then I will come back and show you the finished result. Okay, so the hair is done. This is the hair. So this is how it looks. It is dry at the ends, slightly damp up top, but this is how it dries. When it dries, this is how it looks. I use water with a little bit of curl cream in it. I use a red bottle curl cream. That's what I use. I run it through my hair when it's wet. So I wet my hair with water that has a little bit of the curl cream in it. Spray that all over my hair to get it wet. And then I run the curl cream through the hair and then I dry it, and this is how it dries, and it doesn't get like poofy and big, which I like. I like this wet look. But yeah, this is the hair and this is the finished look. I don't know if this is gonna stick, but I'm hoping to get it up for the people that really want it. They've been asking me, so I'm really hoping that they enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed this. But yeah, this is the end of my first makeup tutorial in a very long time. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section if you have any specific questions or if you have any specific requests with regards to these makeup tutorials. Don't forget to check out my Instagram and my TikTok. I post fairly regularly on both of those platforms. Instagram more like casually. TikTok is a little tricky for me, but Instagram is casual, like reading updates, what I'm watching, what I'm eating, like stuff like that. So definitely check that out. I also have a Facebook page which is called Nicole Khumalo YouTube, and whenever a new video goes up on my channel here, a notice goes up on there with the link so that you never miss out on a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.